Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what do they secretly want to tell you spread for all of my Taurus out there. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurinians out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurinians out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurinians? Okay. Cards they need to see. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so we have a Queen of Wands here. So this person has been sending warm, vibrating energy out there towards you. You've also been kind of attracting it in. So you're definitely both attracted to one another here, okay? You're definitely attracted to one another here. This is quite possibly a fire sign individual, okay? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy here. So you're both equally attracted to one another. We also have here the Knight of Wands. It's meaning, you know, there's a need from this person, possibly even you, to kind of move towards those passions, okay? Knight of Wands is all about moving towards those passions and moving towards those passions quite rapidly, okay? Now, here's when things get interesting with the situation. We got a situation here with the Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords is all about, you know, kind of telling it like it is, being straight about things, you know, just being straight up about things, but, you know, doing it in a logical way here. Well, I guess for lack of a better term, there was this aspect of real talk, okay, that has happened between you guys. So real talk has happened between you guys, okay? Got a tower moment. That real talk kind of led to a tower moment there. So I guess somebody was feeling a little more, thought they had things a little bit more sewed up than they did. Got that tower moment, okay? So basically this is one of those situations where things were moving smooth, okay? All right? Things were moving smooth. There was a definitely palpable attraction. You know, what this person actually secretly wants to tell you is that they are sorry. Okay, that's really what we're coming down to here. But there was this feeling where, you know, there was mutual attraction. There was, you know, mutual flirting back and forth. And then this individual got a little bit too comfortable and kind of said something out of pocket they shouldn't have said. Okay, it caused the tower moment, sudden event, bang. All right. Then this person with the Queen, okay, Queen of Pentacles energy, kind of bringing things back down to earth, slowing it down, taking good care of those pentacles, kind of nurturing those pentacles, if you will, okay, kind of bringing things back down to a more balanced, grounded level there, okay. Now this person wants to do some Knight of Cups, whining and dining, being very generous, very courteous. You know, they kind of want to sweep you off your feet. At this point, they're like, okay, you know what? Let's go to a more romantic approach here. Because before, it was just pretty much like, hey, you know, whatever it was tacky. It was very tacky, and it was a real turnoff, all right? And so then they had to back up, retweak, and change the approach here. There's still mutual attraction between you two, but you're kind of like sitting back like, I wonder about you. Okay, so they've had to go back, retweak, and tweak some things and come back and approach it from a more gentlemanly or more of a lady type of approach, if you will. Okay? You know, whining and dining and being, you know, wanting to sweep you off your feet, that sort of thing. Also, we have here with the Sixth of Pentacles, meaning, you know, having an equal give and take between the two of you. You know, being very courteous, very generous, really opening up and kind of taking off the facade of this, you know, whatever facade they were putting on, and being more Gentile, if you will. Okay, And as a result of that, we have here the Six of Swords, things kind of moving in a more tranquil flow. Before, things were kind of choppy, kind of rocky. Things have kind of settled down and kind of smooth themselves out here. So with that being said here, all right, let's see what blockages still remain. What blockages still remain that need to be dealt with here? What blockages still remain that need to be dealt with here? What blockages still remain that need to be dealt with here? What blockages still remain that need to be dealt with here? Some cards that I need to check. Here we go. Okay, so we have a situation in which we have a 8 of Swords here. So this person, with them having to change their approach, which they should have, I might add, there's this feeling that they feel like their hands are kind of tied behind their back. They really can't be their authentic self, okay? Like I said, even though it was kind of tacky, kind of out of pocket, they don't feel like they can really be themselves. So they feel like they got to be on their best behavior, with their hands tied behind their back, and they're kind of feeling marginalized, if you will, kind of feeling stuck. Okay, so that could be a potential blockage. Again, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is all about bringing things back down to earth, you know, really nurturing, taking care of that Pentacles. This is not this person's natural speed. This person's natural speed is to kind of run and gun it. Okay, and they've had to, because they're really interested and really think you guys have a connection. They've had to kind of do something that's contrary to what their personality is, and they've had to kind of bring things down and kind of take that, which isn't a bad thing, but this is what they've had to do. Okay, but this is not their natural speed, so it's kind of making them feel a little bit awkward, if you will. Also, here we got the Emperor card here. All right, potential blockage. Now, this person before did try to take the lead with this situation. So this would be read inversely. They're not going to assert their will, because that's how they got in trouble the first time. So they've like, you know what? I'm going to let you take the lead, and you kind of guide things in the direction that you want them to go into. So they want you to take the lead to kind of guide things in the direction that you want where you feel comfortable. In other words, we also have the Fool card here. Fool card representing kind of taking that leap of faith here. They took that leap of faith, and they got burnt because, they misread the situation, if you will. So once bitten, twice shy. So, like, again, and that goes hand in hand with what's going on here with this 8 of Swords here, with them feeling like their hands are kind of tied behind their back. They feel like they've kind of been, for a lack of a better term, have their wings cut here, and they're kind of grounded. So they're kind of, trying to maneuver through the minutia that way, and they're finding it kind of hard to do so. Their natural speed is to kind of run and gun it. They've had to kind of change tactic here. All right. We have the 7 of Wands here. 7 of Wands representing a person that feels as though they have the higher ground, that they're going to achieve victory over opposition. The opposition being any kind of obstacles in a relationship. They're not so sure about that anymore because of that Tower moment that took place there. Okay. It was whatever they did or however they acted got a little bit too cocky, a little bit too full of themselves, kind of blew up in their face. So they're like, they don't feel like they have the high ground so much anymore. They don't believe that it's just like this is a sure thing that you guys have a connection here. And they're not taking it for granted, which, again, I want to re-emphasize is a good thing. But again, I just want to really stress this is not this person's natural speed. So they've had to adjust some things here. Also, the Magician card, they're trying to manifest things into reality. Okay, they're definitely trying to manifest this aspect into reality here. Again, but go back to the question, the blockage here. They're trying to manifest a relationship with you into reality, but things are proving to be a little bit impossible. They're not exactly manifesting things the way that they would have liked them to come out here. And finally here, we have the 9 of Pentacles representing a situation in which the person feels like they're solitarily happy with everything. They're comfortable with themselves. They have all the ingredients to have a successful outcome here. Not so much, like I said before, not so sure about that anymore. This individual's really not that sure about that anymore. They're kind of like being a little bit cautious, which is good, which is a good thing. All right. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? There you go. Show me the cards that I need. Ooh, I thought we were going to take that. To say, ooh, yep. That definitely is a part of the situation. So, preservation. This is what this person's feeling like right now. They're just feeling like that. This is what they have left here. The little fetus here. This is how they feel on the outside here. So they're feeling like at this point it's self-preservation, preservation of what they have left. That Tower moment really blew things sky high, just blew them apart. And now they're trying to hold on, to try to hold on, preserve something that's good and true. But they're playing their cards close to the vest because they had their perspective, they wanted to hold on to any kind of perspective, future things, any kind of perspective chance that they have in the future. They want to kind of try to preserve that as much as possible. They feel like this thing is really, took them for a loop here. Now, I also got the surface card here. And see, that's what happened here. There was because of how they were coming off, you feel as though that there was a surface. That's really who they were. They weren't really, and then once the mask was taken, once they kind of felt comfortable and let things up, then you saw what was beneath the surface. You were like, oh hell no. And so it was one of them type of situations. So they were like, wow, they were kind of lambasted by the situation. So again, there's some surface issues here that need to really be that have been addressed, and now they're working on fixing these situations if there's going to be a relationship to be had with this person. So that being said, here I'm going to shut this thing down. Okay, so this is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone, all right? But if it does resonate with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, again, I will leave a link down in the bottom of the description box to get a personal reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is fine. I mean, if it didn't resonate with you, fine. No worries. Just take those parts of this reading that do and dismiss the rest. Also, if you haven't already, please please share, and absolutely subscribe. It really helps the channel and also helps the algorithm really push out a very unique style of tarot readings out there for other people to enjoy as well. All right. So again, thank you so much for your support. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time. Bye-bye.